What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Duval Dave channel. This is our instant reaction, mine and Eric's. We just got through watching the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Houston Texans. This was a throwback game. This was a statement game. This was a game against a big division rival, the Houston Texans, who are now 0-3, and we are now 2-1. It was a hard-fought game, a lot of mistakes, a lot of things to clean up. But when you win games that matter like this, it doesn't matter how you win them. It's how you get it done. And the Jaguars answered when it counted.
When it mattered.
When it mattered. Everything that the Jags did today didn't look pretty. But when you're going up against a defense like that, it doesn't matter how you win the game. Just win the damn game. And we did. 17-10. The Jags are victorious. Erik, you know my blood pressure's through the roof. How are you feeling after that game?
It was a sweaty one, man. What a crazy game. Now, again, that's a really good defense that we were up against, and we've been talking about how this offense has looked different through the first 3 weeks, especially on opening drives. They pinned us back deep to start off the game, and then went 3 and out, but then put some drives together, get up on a lead, and really didn't give it up, right? We allowed it, second, third quarter, most of the fourth quarter was just kind of back and forth. I did not expect this defense to be, again, Houston has their own issues on offense.
Right.
CJ Stroud is not looking good right now. It looks very vanilla on their side. I'm not complaining. I love to see it. I want to see more of that, right? Again, another game where man, maybe not 40 points. We couldn't put 40 points up on this team, but we could have probably we probably left
some points
another touchdown or two on the board because of our own mistakes. Bad play by, receivers. Trevor, again, he's good for one bad throw a game, it seems like. I don't know that it's definitely, but I think that's more of his hero ball coming out and him trying to force things more than anything, right?
I know. And in his defense, we talked about this during the game. In his defense, a lot of these guys are dropping the ball, and I know he's trying to get away from the hero ball, but when you have so many dropped passes and so many penalties, it's forcing him back into those bad habits, and we have to get away from all of that to keep Trevor, in a good position to win us the game. The run game wasn't happening until that very last drive of ours, so it wasn't setting Trevor up.
I was looking at the stats. Travis Etienne's got 56 yards on the day. Yeah. I'm wondering where they came from, because outside of the rushing touchdown that he got at the end, it was tough sledding. I mean, they all but laid out the red carpet for that touchdown. Again, we had talked about it during the stream that maybe we would have gone down at the 1 and tried to make them bleed the clock. In the end, it doesn't matter, right? And we still need the points, so take them when you can get them.
Right.
They were precious. 20 for 40 for on the day. That's way too much throwing. But again, the rush offense just was not there. That's that's 50%, man. That's not a good percentage.
It's not good at all.
They were showing that like there was 5 drop passes in the game.
There was more
for the Jaguars. I was like, man, I think I'm pretty sure I counted 5 drop passes within those 2 drives towards the end, right? Yeah. The one that we went 3 and out of after, was it an interception that we got?
Maybe.
And then because the Nico Collins fumble led to the long drive that ended in a touchdown.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Right. So.
And now we're not gonna touch on the Texans too much during this. It's mainly Jags, but I want to say Trevor did play a better game than CJ. CJ had one good pass, and that was only because Nico Collins was wide open.
That was busted coverage. That was Tyson jumping, trying to jump a route. I don't know if he bit on a pump fake or what was but he saw something that I don't think anybody else saw, because he just let Nico Collins walk right by him.
Exactly.
So
both defenses played out of their minds today. Our defense just played better.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. When you play a game like that, it's whoever's defense is playing great at the time. And they, again, 3 turnovers. They made plays when it counted this game. And a lot of you guys can say last week, we should have won that game because the ref called the bad penalty against Travis Hunter,
right.
which is fine.
Yeah.
But like Gladstone said on Jags HQ, no one is going to hand us anything. We have to take it. And this week we took it. We took it into our own hands, and we won the game. Doesn't matter how ugly it was, we got it done, and I'm extremely happy about it. But yeah, Trevor, 20 for 40, a lot of drops. Two really bad passes that stood out to me from Trevor, and that was the interception, and then I think it was a pass to Brenton Strange where there was 4 guys immediately right there. That could have been a pick if anything went wrong there. Again, there were some mediocre throws, but for the most part, drops were terrible today.
Or missed assignments, right?
Yeah.
Just guys not being in the right headspace. Again, that was Brian Thomas all game, right? I mean, I think he had 3 drops on his own. Yeah. That one early on that he had to go high point, and he had it in his hands, and he just didn't.
He had it in his hands, and he even pulled it into his body and fumbled it. And then we talked Parker Washington. We said, "Oh, Parker's the only one catching the ball. Throw it to him." And
immediately dropped it.
2 drop passes.
Yeah, right between the 11 too. I mean, literally, I don't think you could have better ball placement when he dropped it.
I think if these guys start completing these passes and catching them, Trevor looks better, especially on paper. I mean, watching these games, it's like, Trevor, you gotta make some of these passes a little bit better. But honestly, you don't focus as much on those if these guys make the catches, because then Trevor looks better on the other end. And it's like, quarterbacks, they do make mistakes. They do throw bad passes. They do throw interceptions.
They have to throw in front of somebody, or they throw behind. The timing isn't there, but the good receivers are going to be able to make those adjustments and make their guy look good, right?
Winning cures everything. Doesn't matter that Trevor threw an interception today. We won the game, 17-10.
Rather lose ugly than win ugly than lose pretty, right?
Exactly. I totally agree with that. But with that being said, there's not much else we can talk about offensive wise. I mean, a lot of drops. Trevor, missed some throws. The run game couldn't get going. Our tight ends, besides Brenton Strange, who is a number 1 receiver again this week, 6 receptions. Or
61 yards.
Our top receiver, pretty much. 6 receptions, 61 yards, 7 total targets. So it seems like Brenton Strange is the only one that is catching the balls. Brian Thomas Jr., 6 targets, only 2 receptions out of the whole thing.
Parker Washington, 11 targets with 4 receptions.
But that's the thing. Yes, he dropped the ball a few times, and then some of those passes to Parker were not the greatest throws. So, and I feel like he was forcing the ball to Parker a decent amount, because I think those drops got into Trevor's head a little bit. Like, who do I get the ball to?
Who can I trust?
Who can I trust? Right. And then when you start to force balls, then mistakes start to happen. So, but and then Travis Hunter, he played pretty well on defense. We'll get to that, but he had 1 good reception on offense. He had that 21-yard first down that kept us going in that drive. So, yeah, not much you can say. We hope the offense gets better. That's going to be coaching. I think Edgar Bennett needs to focus on just catching drills.
Yeah.
All
get everybody those the drunk goggles, right? That Evan Ingram, right? Because Evan Ingram had terrible drop issues when he was with the Giants, and then he came to the Jaguars and fixed it, right? So something in Jacksonville fixed it for him. Why are we having this trouble with the guys that we have right now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's move on to defense.
And I'm sorry, it's not because Trevor's thrown the ball so hard that it can't be caught, right?
I know. I hate that. Who was that? Was that Tommy Mack that brought that up originally?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. A lot of people bring it up. It just.
I know football has changed.
The damn ball, right?
Football has changed over the years. I understand that, but Brett Favre used to break people's fingers and they would still catch the ball. You're playing a physical game.
Yeah.
Catch the ball. And yes, we hate the term hospital ball with a passion, But if you want to say anything, C.J. Stroud throws way more hospital balls than Trevor does. So get that completely out of your head.
If you're pissed off about hospital balls, then you're pissed off about the play design, right?
Right.
Because
Exactly.
the play design has the receiver going into that position.
Right.
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 It's designed. So
exactly.
Anyway,
A lot of people that watch football don't realize that a lot of these passes are timed passes.
Right.
They have certain markers on the field that they landmarks they call them, that they look for on the field for their routes, and when they hit that route, the quarterback knows that person is going to hit these landmarks at certain points, and then they throw the ball. So yes, hospital balls, it's all designed. Like that's what it is. So just understand that.
So let's move on. Who would you say is the player of the game?
For me, it's Tyson Campbell. He didn't nothing crazy happened, but from last week to this week, his game completely changed. He led the team in tackles, and
he got the pass deflection when it mattered.
He had that good pass deflection.
Yeah.
I think just from going from last week to this week, Tyson Campbell just by far, he looked really good on the field today. And he may not have had the best game, but for me to be able to go from what happened last week to this week and play the way he did, that makes me so happy. I'm happy that Tyson Campbell had a great game. I love Tyson Campbell, and I only wish any of these guys the best, and I'm so happy he had a good game.
I mean, I would say I'm on board with you if it weren't for this, and I don't know. Maybe he was supposed to bite down there and be in the flat, and he just sat down there, and the safety was supposed to drop back. I know. But the touchdown to Nico Collins, somebody blew it, and it looked like it was Tyson off, just from the eyes, not knowing what coverage assignments and everything. But 7 tackles. I mean, he's a solid tackler. That you can't take that away from him. He's a cornerback that's going to hit somebody, right? He had a lot of open field tackles. He was tackling as good as some of the linebackers. I don't know, man. I think I'm going to give it to Jordan Lewis though. He had 2 pass deflections. He had the interception, right? Just another one, right? Another one.
Yeah.
So it just keep it going, man. We talked about it in the live stream. He's probably the best free agent signing that we've had this free agent, class.
Yeah, I totally agree. Jordan Lewis just flies around the field, and let's talk about it. We are averaging 3 per game. I think we've actually had 3 turnovers per game, right?
We've had exactly 3 turnovers per game. So we are at 9 for the year, which matches all of last year.
All of last year. And like I said, we have the majority of the same defense that we did last year with just a couple of new additions. It is coaching. Coaching is what is getting the defense going. It's what's getting this defensive line to get all these pressures, all of these coverages that we have that are just tight coverages. The coach Camp, I cannot, again, somebody who can talk to him directly for me, please just give him a hug and say thank you for coming here. We haven't seen a good defense like this in a while, and since 2017.
Crazy. The 9 turnovers in 3 games is out of control.
We might not have Jacksonville back, but holy shit, these turnovers. We talked about it. Jordan Lewis has had he's your MVP of the game, which I fully understand. He's had an interception every single game. Yeah. And we talked about if he keeps it going, he could have 17 on the year, which is absolutely crazy.
Insane. Yeah. That's an insane.
Insane.
Brian Thomas, man, just kind of going all over the place right now. Brian Thomas, again, we talked about him, not coming down with the balls when they're in his hands.
Right.
I mean, literally, I can count 2, and there's probably more, where they're literally in his hands, and he just drops them.
Yeah.
Right? And but again, he made that 46-yarder when it mattered. When it counted. When it mattered. Yeah. When we needed it, he had it. And so good on him, right?
Yeah.
Keep that, whatever mindset he had on that catch, maintain that, right? Exactly. And bring that into next week, because we're going to need it, right? Trevor, it tucked it and ran when we needed it, right? So
that's what I'm saying, man. The team made the plays when it absolutely mattered. We won the game, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters. You can't dwell, especially if you win the game, you can't dwell on the mistakes. You just got to work on them and move forward. especially us as fans, we can't just dwell on the shit. Let's just get excited for the next game. We're 2-1. We go to the West Coast. Yeah, things are sloppy. Like we said during my live stream, we can't have too much depression in one place because things go bad.
We had that turnover on downs, right?
Yeah.
Right before the fumble recovery, right? And and a lot of people were just like, "Oh, that's it. It's tight. Pack it in. Then just go, right? You don't have to be here, right? Like,
Right.
obviously, you don't want to be here when something like that happens. So just either shut the
Right.
listen,
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
don't want to tell anybody to be quiet, but like let's this
Yeah.
team we know I think regardless of, who you are as a Jags fan, you can tell that this team is different this year. I don't know how you can't, right?
Right.
Again, hard-nosed defense that we played against, a divisional game.
Yeah.
A team that's starving for a win, right? This was a playoff team. They were 10-7. They had gone to the divisional the last 2 years, right? So they're starving for a win. To start 0-3 is pretty much a death nail for any team,
Yeah.
right? So it just that this team was playing hungry, and we were playing hungrier when it mattered. So good
Exactly.
win. Take like again, sloppy wins are better than pretty losses. So
Right. Yeah.
I
And
think
it's
that's what you take away from this game more than anything else.
and I'm gonna just add on to what you're saying about you can tell that this team's different. It's the energy that Liam Cohen brings on the sideline.
Yeah,
All the coaches,
yeah,
every single one of them, from Liam all the way down, just the energy that they push into the players. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. We saw it last week when Trevor made that bad pass, but then Liam Cohen's up on the sideline, screaming up and down. It's the
right,
energy. And then what does Trevor do? He goes and he throws it and hits BTJ in the numbers for a drop.
right, right.
He makes a good pass, but for another drop. But yeah, it's the energy. This team is going to surprise a lot of teams going in. A lot of these fans are going to say, "Oh, easy win" when we go up against them. Next week's probably going to be one of those going up against the 49ers who, a lot of their
The
fans are used to
49ers
winning.
are going to be, yeah,
Yeah, they're used to winning. Their fans are used to winning. They're going to look at us. Most of them probably don't even watch Jags games at all. They
yeah.
probably don't even know who some of these guys are on our team. But we need to surprise them. We need to punch them in the mouth. We need to get it done. Again, this team, we haven't had this much excitement in a long time. I think
Right.
the
Yeah.
last
2023, right? Halfway through 2023.
yeah, but even then, my energy level is
Yeah.
crazier for some reason.
Yeah.
It feels even more different than that. I mean,
Yeah.
2022 at the end, I feel like the start of this season feels like the end of 2022. I That's how I
I
feel.
feel it. I know. I do. I feel it too.
Yeah,
And again, we're in Virginia and North Carolina, so
right.
hundreds of miles away from Jacksonville. But it just we can feel the energy when watching the games. There's a different energy there.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm all for it. And let us know in the chat below after listening to us for this whole conversation. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. This was just our quick instant reactions, thoughts on the game. Let us know how you feel about it. I talked to a lot of you guys in the live stream. We actually had a lot of people were in that stream.
We love it. We
We
love to
love it.
see it.
We want to see you guys there every Sunday, all the primetime games. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, but leave a comment below. Tell us how you're feeling. What I know there's going to be some hesitation. We're Jags fans, right? There's going to be a wall there that we have to get through as a fan to trust this team.
Right.
But I think for me, just trust them. Just this new coaching staff has not given us anything to hold against them. Like
Yep.
just trust them. Just trust them. Give it. Just be supportive. Online, the players, they see what we're saying on Twitter. They see what we're saying. They know. Be supportive. Hype them up. That's all we can do, and that's what I stand for on this channel is being positive and being supportive. Because damn
Amen.
it, like I said, if we're all fucking depressed, then it's not good.
Then why are we watching, right?
Then why are we watching?
Yeah.
Then why are we watching? You got that right. But we will be back tonight, live stream. Let's hope the Giants can beat the Chiefs, send them to 0-3. The Texans and Chiefs 0-3 to start the season.
Ooh.
That would be nice. That would be nice. So
yes,
join us there and for Monday night, and then throughout the week as well. And catch our Pick'em show on Tuesday nights. We get you guys involved. Each week's winner gets to co-host the show with me, Erik, and Corbin. So please join that. We appreciate it. And as always, we'll hit you guys with the big Duval.